Hey everybody, welcome to CollegeCandy.com. It's Caitlin. Today I'm going to go over about 10 different things that I think it's really important to have in your beauty arsenal. These are tools from tweezers to different types of brushes. So these are just very basic things that I think it's really important to have. It's obviously not necessary to have all of them, but if you're just starting out, these are some things that you can start collecting. And a lot of these tools you can use for different things. So I'm going to go over these tools and how you can use them in different ways and why you need them. The first brush that I recommend getting is a powder brush. This is typically big and fluffy. This one is from Sephora. This is from a couple years ago from their professional collection, but they probably look a little bit different now. But these brushes are really dense and super soft and fluffy. I also have one from Urban Decay, which, it's got a heavier handle. It's made out of metal, but still just as fluffy. And I use these for different types of powders. This one I use for my powdered foundation, and this one I use for my setting powder. These brushes are great because they cover your whole face. You can use them for bronzer, powder, finishing powder, to blend things. I often use like this one that I use with my setting powder. If I put too much blush on accident, I use this to blend it out. So this is definitely my go-to brush for everything. If I'm going on a vacation and I don't feel like bringing all of my brushes with me, I'll usually just bring this and a couple of brushes for my eyes. So this is definitely my go-to brush. It's a big powder brush. The second brush that I recommend having is either an angled, it's like a fluffy angled brush, or about something of the same size that's like not angled. But I like the angled one a lot better because it's a lot more versatile and I can use it for more things. Angled brushes like this that are smaller are great for applying bronzer to contour. They're great for applying highlighter, and they're perfect for applying blush. I apply my blush with this brush. It's angled, so it automatically creates that shape that you need for your face, and it's really great for contouring. If you're using bronzer or contouring powder to really define those angles on your face, this is perfect for that. And for highlighter, it's awesome too. You could also use this as a blending brush to kind of, blend out some things as well if you mess up on something. This is a dense angled brush, and this is what I use to create my smoky eye. This is what I do for the outer corner. It's really difficult to get that angled shape with just a flat eyeshadow brush. So I definitely recommend having a thick angled eyeshadow brush. Next brush, which is much similar to the dense angled brush, is the thin angled brush. And I don't know what brand this is. This came in a kit, but I don't have the name on it anywhere. So I'll look that up. But this is great for doing eyeliner with eyeshadows. I do a lot of colorful eyeshadows as eyeliner, just wetting the brush and using it because I don't really like buying eyeliner. It's always really tricky. Either, you get a pencil that doesn't really work, or, liquid eyeliner is just a pain. So I usually like to use shadow, and this thin brush is perfect for that. We're still on eyes. So to apply just regular eyeshadow, I recommend having a dense dome brush. This is just like a regular eyeshadow brush, and it packs a lot of color in there. It's really great for applying eyeshadow right on your lid. You don't want something too big to apply eyeshadow onto your eyes because you're going to get powder everywhere and it's going to waste a lot of product, and then you're going to get messy. So I definitely recommend a denser eyeshadow brush to apply that product because it's a lot cleaner and you'll pack on a lot more color. In the same vein, I also think everyone needs to have a fluffy dome eyeshadow brush. This is actually a lot bigger in person than it is on the camera, but this is a super, super fluffy brush. It's basically like a powder brush for your eyes. So this is what I use for blending. I always use this to blend my eyeshadows. If I'm doing a smoky eye, this is what I use to blend it. So this is a really important brush. Even if you don't get like the angled dense brush, I would get the fluffy big brush. Moving on to other tools, we're off the brushes now. I think it's really, really important to have a eyelash comb and this little like eyebrow tool thing. This is by Sonia Kashuk. This is from Target. I think I got this for about $17. This is the premium one, and she has some cheaper ones as well. But this is an awesome product, you know, for the brand. Typically, I would go for more higher end tools, but this is just so good. And I just picked it up on a whim and it's amazing and I wouldn't trade it for the world. But these are little metal picks. A lot of times you'll see on these kinds of things that they're plastic, but these are metal. And they're really sharp, so you kind of have to be careful, but this separates your eyelashes. So if you're putting mascara on, you notice it gets really clumpy, you just pick this through and it separates them. It's really great for adding a lot of volume to your lashes because you're separating them and then you can apply more and separate again. So it really adds a lot of drama to your eyelashes if you want, and it helps them from being clumpy. This side of things, this little brush, is perfect for brushing your eyebrows and keeping them nice and clean. I actually really like to either put like an eyebrow gel on the end of this, or even Aquaphor I can use for that, or a little bit of hairspray, and then, you know, brushing it out on my eyebrows, and it helps them stay in place because mine get kind of crazy. So this is a perfect tool to have. Another thing that is absolutely important is an eyelash curler. Mine is by Revlon. I think it was like $6. A lot of people are obsessed with the Shu Mera eyelash curler, but this one works just fine for me. One trick that you can do for your eyelashes, which I've been doing for years, is to heat your eyelash curler up with a blow dry for about 15 to 20 seconds, and be careful because it will be hot, but to just use that on your eyelashes. It acts as like a miniature curling iron for your eyelashes, and they sell heated eyelash curlers, but I wouldn't spend the money on that when you can just do it yourself with one of these. But eyelash curlers are great because even if you're not going to be wearing mascara, just curling your eyelashes can add a whole lot of dimension to your face and can make you look a lot more awake and a lot more polished. The next thing that is absolutely a must-have is a pair of tweezers. These are Revlon stainless tweezers, and I've used Tweezerman and things like that before, but this is the best set of tweezers I've ever had. I'm pretty sure they were only about $8. They were definitely under 10. They have, like, you know, really sharp points, but they're not super pointy to where I can't grab anything. But tweezers are awesome for, you know, obviously tweezing your eyebrows and stuff, tweezing random hairs that you might get in weird places, tweezing, you know, off dead skin cells. Sometimes you'll get that one eyelash that's like going all kinds of crazy, getting that off. I use my tweezers every day, so I definitely would invest in a good pair. These, again, were a cheap kind, but they ended up being really awesome, so check out Revlon Stainless. Another thing that's super important, at least for girls who have long hair or anytime you're doing your makeup, is hair clips. And I have been using these like Snooki-esque hair clips since I can remember. I've had these for at least 6 years, and they're super tacky, but they're really awesome. They just, you know, put everything out of the way. I always pin my hair up when I'm doing my makeup, but they're also great for, you know, separating your hair when you're blow drying or straightening, curling, whatever. And I always just throw my hair up in these, you know, when I'm sitting around at home, if I'm reading, but mostly when I'm doing my makeup, just to get my hair out of my face. You can also get different varieties of clips, like, you know, these are little duckbill clips, which are great for creating those retro waves, which I'll do a tutorial on in the next couple of months. But definitely get some hair clips because you never know when you're going to need them. I keep some in my backpack. When I go to class, I keep them in my purse. I kind of have them all over the place just in case. Now, you certainly don't have to get all of these tools, but these are the main things that I use on a daily basis that I think are really important to have. If you have any suggestions or what kind of, you know, tools that you have in your back pocket, please leave them in the comments below. As always, suggestions and ideas are welcome. I'm trying to build a big idea list so we can knock out a bunch of videos, and we've got some really exciting things coming up, so definitely leave everything in the comments below. I really enjoy, you know, commenting back with you guys and replying to y'all and getting your input, so keep that going, and I'm trying to reply as fast as I can, so always check back to see if I've replied to one of your comments. And don't forget to follow me on Twitter and subscribe to us on YouTube, and I'll see you guys next week.